This is excellent. It's another one I had as well. Skip it for a second. Download fader. Come on. What happened here? So many repeats. If I abandon this, it gets deleted. This is what I done. Oh. Not bad. Paste this. Paste this. Go back here. Go do this. This is like a chicken and egg. Started and started a page. Looks like the sheet, but for transcription, well, letters, and I think we had OpenAI and work. Want to have fireworks, or you already want to later benchmark OpenAI whisper more important it work as suppose it's fast and very usage for free somehow. Yes. Generous free account. Okay. Let's see, is YouTube again gonna have issues or just now it's live? Did work before. Okay. This is what I get from my test. So this is the broken URL and then put it here. Yes. So these two things are running at the moment. I'll be back in a minute. I'll be back soon. Do I have the right back? No, this. Oh, okay. So I'll be right back. Did wanna do it on the bottom. Give me a second. Studio. Yeah, I'll be get back, not lock. Move this to the bottom. Give the this. Okay. Lock. Back. Okay. No studio mode. Okay. Hopefully this is fine, and I'll be right back. chat broken. Should... Hey, Stony, are you around? Is it from now? Yeah. Let's see, Stony, you're saying my chat is broken. Wait, what am I deleting? Okay, fix. Where's my chat? Need to open my own stream? Thought it's gonna work. Go host channel. Yay, I've mounted a VOD folder, but the app says I need to set up a mount. KVM files visible in the Docker container. Then why am I not seeing? Yeah, you're right. The chat window is broken. Why is it? It's interesting. Have everything connected? I don't know. Do I just close and open this again? Because this should have alerted me to the chat. No, I don't see the chat. It's interesting. Let's close the entire streamer bot. Streamer bot. Streamer. Like, do I fix the chat or do I just chat with you in the other window? Give me 2 minutes to test if I can, if restart fixes that. If not, I'll just use the Twitch chat and talk to you, and I'll try to solve the issue with you. So partially connected. Let it connect to the services, Twitch and OBS. That's YouTube, streamer bot, Twitch. Yeah, let's see chat. No, no chat. What's going on? Twitch. No. You're invisible. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing your chat, Stony. I know it's not showing. I don't know what to do at the moment with it. So let me just pretend. Play pretend. I don't know. What the heck? Maybe I'll just ping and see if that works. Okay, of course I'm getting my own messages here. So this works for Twitch and works for YouTube. It doesn't work for Kick. Let's test it from the other side. Oh, I can see my own message here. Come out. Just message. So I'm hearing the message. I see the message. Why I can't see Stony? Stony, are you invisible? Try to write something. Totally. Like, I can see my own message. More importantly, hear it. Use the Pick is not connected. About login. About login. I'll leave Kick for a second, I guess. We got Jeff Kang is watching, suppose. Now I watch myself, as usual. Anyone else in chat can write anything? Anyone? So we can test this. Okay. Fair number one. Okay. Fair number one. Fair rule number 5,000. Okay. Should we believe him? We finally. Okay, we're still working on this. So, Stony said it's mounted word folder, but the app says I need to set up a mount. The MKV file is visible in the Docker container. Stony, I don't know if you're there, but um, is there an anchor here I can connect to, like we do from the app? Mm, I'll guess I'll whisper back to Stony. Container runs is a place that's in the website to put the directory. Then see changes the command 5 to include this equals equals 0 f before the Docker compose upstream and translate to uh, so I was basically answering Stone Eagle in the Whisper chat. Stone Eagle, if you guys want to see this doing something, he's streaming app development that's an app to encode your videos and kinda just as a what do you call media center app thing. Probably like what's the names like Plex. What would the other names? Basically, if you want to stream your own media, you rip movies, TV shows, songs, whatever, you post it on your own server and you want to see it in the in your TV when similar. You need a media server software. Stony Coder is developing one and streaming that development. I've only seen him today for the first time for a short while, so don't know him too well. I know he and JD are kind of buddies, hassling each other. So Stony came to JD to bug him because JD bugged Stony with SongSpeak. Oh, if you like song picks, they're really cheap at Stony's. Like just a couple of points. It's like 10 or 25 points. You can choose the next song. Many streamers make it expensive, so you have to watch them for a long time to get the privilege to choose a song, making it really cheap. I did tell him that I don't normally watch people without a face cam, but it's his choice. He wants to be more anonymous. So if that tickles your fancy, Stony Eagle, maybe I'll show you. Should actually show you under Discovery. See if I can catch it here. No, we don't have Stony. Oh no, it's not good. Stony Eagle. Yeah. Here's this here's this icon. Memorable logo. The what do we call it? I guess an eagle. Yeah. I'm Stony. Join me while I work on a project called No Mercy TV, the effortless encoder. He has his own YouTube channel dedicated for the app, as well as a more generic one, and the link to the app. You can show the app. No Mercy TV. Oh, that's why I had this icon before. Yeah, there's no landing page. Yeah, I don't know. You can try it out. Offline. Does it save what? That's what I want to know. Videos. Yeah, yes, his VODs. Whoa. 11 hours. 6, 9, 11, almost 12 hours. 2 minutes, whatever. What did we see? It's just a clip to show something. 10 hours, 10 hours. He is like streaming all day. Here's 12 and a half hours. Oh my god. Definitely on the longer stream side. Okay. So I guess his after he sees he gets no reactions, he just went away. Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, I'll see if he comes back. Uh, need to change some music. I know you're not hearing any music. It's my choice at the moment. You can hear your own music. Star on the Riverbend, not so much. Into the Unknown. Yeah, let's go. It's a Frozen song. To the unknown. Into the unknown. That's what we always do. No. So where were we before? What are these? I solved the issue. Oh, that's why we came to the next screen. Because we downloaded the thing. Okay, cool. How does this work? Oh, we have this. Um. Oh, this is working. Just a ring in my ear, and if I heard you, which I don't, for I fear. There's no unselect, there's unselect. Clicking the box again. Local description. Other API. when it's open, should collapse it again and unselect like the welcome page does. This is far from where I want it to be. Plus this doesn't do anything. Does it actually work here? Mm, mm, mm. What else can we work? What files did you fix? Creating my production script successfully cleared a problem and an existing switch passed. Benchmark, generate benchmark. Hey, Stony! Yeah, now it's working. I don't know what happened. Maybe restart fixed it. How are you doing? I answered you in whispers, but I'm happy to converse if you're in. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for having a look at the stream. Yeah, good. While you were not here, I actually gave you a shout out, showed your stream, talked about your stream a bit, showed your, well, you don't really have a landing page, yeah. Like you link to the product and it's straight off to login and registration. So I wasn't sure exactly what I should be showing, but I described what I understood about your app, which is basically a media. I want to call it a media center. I had different words before. Now I'm under more pressure. But cool to find you. Cool to. I did mention you and JD going at it, and that's how I came to jump in your stream. Oh, you wanna you wanna run a test? Let's go for it. I had you open before, but Stony, Stony, Stony. Here it's on the bottom. Stony Eagle, and so you're like a serious streamer. I've looked at the times. I did whisper you that. Like I've seen 9 hours. 6 is like low, but this is almost 12 hours. I'll skip the 2. 10 and 15, 10 and 15, and then you have like okay, 12 and a half hours, my man. Come on, no sleep. 10 hours. Jeez. Yeah, anything over 10 hours is crazy. Listen, normally a workday is considered like 8 hours. If you do more than 8 hours stream, you're nine and up, you're like dedicated. This is like your life. Over 9 hours stream, you live this. I don't know. I barely hang on for 2 hours normally. I try to, and like after 2 hours, my mind is blank. I just can't decide anything, and I'm done. Since JD does like 3 to 4 hours, yeah, not a lot of people even. I don't know. Some of the bigger. If I look at Griffin, he does like 6 to 8 hours, and that's a lot. He does little like all the time. I work on a feature bug fix, and I just work until it works, or I have to tap out of exhaustion. But you get exhausted after 12 hours. You really like that, what you're doing, both the development and the streaming. Should be marked as startup, LOL. Yeah, probably. I I'll look at it later. I don't know. I've said I started streaming and I had to kill it because accidentally after doing some changes to Discovery, I wanted to push it online, but it just kills my stream because I'm using the bandwidth, and I just need to fix it. I need to prioritize the streaming bandwidth and then or maybe use restreaming open source server, but it's just a thing I need not to do at the moment. Okay, let's grab your user and password test and show what this thing is. I have not I've not seen this in full action. I thought you shown some kind of landing page, or maybe it was the app itself. Is that without the Mm. Oh, why did I don't even copy correctly. Oh, I'm trying to copy between my VM, and I'll just type it out. Number C how to TV upload. Hello. Wait, where is the audio going on? Huh? Where am I having the audio coming from? What? Busted on my turbo light mode. Wait, I'm confused. Was this part of the audio? No. Where am I? Oh, am I? No. Okay, I'm confused. Light mode. You don't like the light mode? That's fine. I don't like the light mode either. I'm just I'm just on light mode for the streaming more than anything. We could do dark mode. I don't mind. No, I cannot click here. Oh, why did my first click not do it? Switch server system preference, refresh dark mode, test user. Okay. No mercy. The effortless encoder. Home libraries music. Should I care? Should I look around? Phew, there's a lot in the default account, huh? Oh, this is just kind of feels heavy to load. My internet is relatively slow, at least. I mean, depends what you compare for, but Australian versus the rest of the world, I got like 50 megs down, 25. I'm probably also running a lot of different things. Well, there's the streaming. What are we seeing? Continue watching. So yeah, this is very much like what am I using? I know there's Plex, and I know there's was there something Cody? No, what I forget. Is the home library the test account is a user that has been invited? Jellyfin. Jellyfin, yeah, Jellyfin, I know. MB I heard about, but I know Jellyfin a bit more. Um yeah, so you invited Yeah, basically you have tons and tons of stuff. Just the normal media stuff. So if I click it straight off to the player, no sub menus, no. Do you want to start over? Do you want what's the description? We straight off start playing. Okay. Is it different if I click one that's not mid streaming? Oh, it's an album. What else? I jumped into music accidentally. You can go anywhere safely, just the copyright is on you if you play something. Do I even play the audio? I play the audio very weakly. I'm not gonna play more than a couple of seconds probably. It's probably the wise decision. Uh, yeah. So if I open a new one, takes a bit of time to render. Probably for a slow thing like mine. I don't know if it matters because you probably have the open Blender moves. Is this to install locally or to use from the website like that? Because if it's locally, it doesn't matter. If it's from the website, the way it loaded for me, maybe you want some placeholders? Just an idea. Yeah, big bank. You see how long it takes and then it looks empty at the start. This is preloaded. This is hosted on my server at home. Yeah, but do you want users to install their own on their own server, or do you want them to work from the website? That's my question. Piggyback. Yeah, this is royalty free. See how it starts a bit slow. Yeah, it's self-hosted. Okay, so if I self-host, it's probably not a problem, but the render, it's kind of heavy. What are you using for? There's like tons of network requests every time I click or what? Probably which feels a bit. I mean, it's fine. I don't know. I sometimes over optimize or want to get 100 on the performance scale, check every box. So I'm sometimes overdoing or just overthinking all the small things. Why all of these black? Probably probably cannot load as much. Yeah, I mean, in a way, it looks very impressive. In the other way, I just know other media sites, controls, I forget how you call this, and it just looks the same, right? But I know each one of those things is probably a bunch of time built into it. And yeah, the information, there are some websites you get them from, right? You're right, it even here, the TMDB gets you all of that information, right? The images, the thing. So you call it an encoder. Is that specifically are you re-encoding this or just doing something special about it? This actually plays relatively quickly, I'd say, for the quality. Oh, and this scans pretty fast. Wow. Anything else I do in that quality usually takes longer to respond. Started this project without any prior programming knowledge. Wow, it's a lot. There's another guy. What's his name? Streamer Quen something. I want to call him Quen Tarantino. He's also like he started not knowing anything about programming, and he started with like a movie website. He wanted people to vote from Twitch chat, vote on the movie they would watch. I think he does like Friday watch with viewers or something. Yeah, it's a video archiving tool, and all my videos are optimized for direct play. Yeah, cool. I have like a survey, and it takes forever to start from. I don't know, it does matter because like it works well from my computer, but it works horribly from the phone or from the TV, like a Chromecast thing. So maybe it's hardware wise as well. I don't play much normally on this computer. I play YouTube, but usually lower quality, nothing fancy. Yeah, that's a cool site. It's a cool learning project. So where are you at? What are you working on nowadays inside that? Like, where do you want to expand it? What's missing? Because like it seems like a fully fledged whatever I would see in any other software. I don't know if different sub project like is music out there or has anything interesting versus movies and TV shows. It seems like a full-on software complete project, if you're asking me. At least, initially looking at it, striking a balance between Jellyfin and Plex and automating the hosting and everything and still allow you to customize what software is doing. Yeah, man, I don't know to now it's a bit stuck. Stop. Yeah. Too much JavaScript. Killed my browser a bit. Um Or maybe I wouldn't be surprised if it's anti-grav and not your website. Because anti-grav is like demanding too much RAM from my computer, even though I have plenty. It out of memory earlier. Um, Not sure what's going on. I also have a lot of browsers open that each consume a bunch and stuff. But yeah, man, the project looks complete to me. I don't know what the subtle difference is between Jellyfin and Plex. Have you two at the moment? Is there a mod? I don't. What did you write that got automodded? I don't even know half the things that are going on. Um, Still a noob. Wow. Um, yeah, I don't know the big differences between Jellyfin and Plex. I did hear like the Plex I think is trying to be more commercial and make money, and it's putting some things behind paywalls like sharing your server with other people. Plex is closed source and completely locked and proprietary. Jellyfin is fully open source but does not help you in any way with hosting publicly. Yeah, the hosting publicly is a big contention point, I understand, because of legalities, they don't want you don't want to, I guess, upset the studios and copyright holders, because if you're helping people share it, they might just put out servers on the internet and just give everyone access or something, and that kind of feels like you get targeted, like the software would get targeted by the copyright holders or something like that. Yeah, it's one of those things that you're playing on the edge between perfectly legal, clear, and maybe you're like helping people violate copyright or something, and then you become targeted for litigation and other things. Um, yeah, what was I using? Some of the home service stuff is always the in between. We're trying to be perfectly legal, but also we're trying to have features that people want. Yeah, it's cool. How long did you work on this? You're working 12-hour days, but like test account has access for research and public testing of the work in progress. When the server is ready, I will kick out the test account. Yeah, it's really cool, man. It looks like a complete thing. I don't know. You said you started it not knowing code. I don't know how long you're working on this or on code, but like totally. But this has been working for way too long. This looks like a complete thing. I don't know if you never coded and you show this as a complete project to like trying to get hired, this should be it. This should be like it's done. Rewrote it in multiple languages. Like if you show this off, this is my complete project from scratch. Here's the source code, whatever. I built this. This is how long it took me. I know. And they ask you a couple of questions, how you do this, how you do that, and you can answer everything and explain. Not in the line by line or function by function, but like, even if AI wrote it, it's fine. But if you know how to explain how the subsystems communicate, back end, front end, what are you using? Um, usually like smart recruiting or like people doing technical interviews, they'll try to ask it a bit openly, where even if they don't, you can go and say, oh, this was an interesting part of the project. This is why this part was difficult. Um, just tell the stories is basically what you need. If you're like in another industry and you want to get into coding, that this should put you, if you know how to explain it, this should put you ahead in the stack. Not that it's easy nowadays, but yeah, that's really cool. It's like yeah, didn't really answer. Yeah, you don't have to. How long exactly this took, but this is a complete project. It seems like it's really cool, man. Yeah, if you guys are interested, Stony, making something for yourself is easy. Period. Making something that works for everyone is another. Don't I know it? I've made the mistake of of going even on. Do I have like anything open that plays audio once in a while? I'm totally confused at the moment. This is the Chrome browser. I just need to close things around. Um, yeah, it's okay. Do I need this? I'll keep this around for now. Yeah. So you've seen my project. I made the mistake of actually going with a installed product, which is harder than doing just web. It's I took I took the best and the worst from both worlds, I think, because like I do web and it's deployed as a web app because I know web apps, but it's installed locally, so I have I need to do downloaders, and you have each version compiled. I don't know, JD couldn't figure out that. Just I expected him to just double click, and he was like, "Oh, this is not working. I don't know how to do this." Like, okay, no issues. If you, it doesn't matter if one person can do it, I should add it. But it's like I don't put it for Windows. Windows, no one would try to do it in the terminal. They just click it. I thought the same people would just click it. Because if you just click download and you click the thing and it just works. But no, someone, because you're on Linux, you need to use the command line. I just expected it like that and just works. And I close it. So it's not the point. It's like, no, JD tried to run it, said, "Oh, I did chmod, and then I tried to run and it didn't work." He didn't put the dot slash before. I don't know if he's new to Linux. I guess he's a Windows person because he asked me about the Windows thing. Yeah. I'm kind of like, oh, it's a user error, but it's on me to figure out for users. You have not gained the privilege of me trusting you with an execute. Yeah, it's fine. That's why you're not the first one to say, "Oh, this is an executable. I don't know you. I'm not gonna do it." Or maybe I will run it in a VM later to make sure how it is. That's why I created Securun. So, so I created first the executables, and then because people complained, and because I'm not building the Mac version, so you'd see also the Mac version goes to the secure. So now there's Windows, Linux, Mac secure. So what's up with the secure? This is the whole page explaining and everything. You have the full transparency here, the explanation of the Docker Compose file, which you can see if you download it. There's this is the easy out. There's network accessibility and explain exactly each network location. I've enclosed the software itself. I've enclosed the software itself with the Squid proxy to say, like, even outgoing traffic is limited to these websites, and you can reduce them if you want to. There's a point of like, I didn't know, how much to support. In one way, it's like, what's the point if I just give you another command you don't understand and you don't trust? but it's like if you're advanced enough, you can edit that command and remove stuff. So I put it here and try to explain down there. But basically, there's if I'll go post hub. So there's like the networks here, and you can see it's split. So it's external to me. It's not something I control. So it's the most trust I can create that I could think of. And here's every domain we use and why to go outgoing. So if you want to remove telemetry and error reporting, which I hope you don't, but you just remove it and then like I cannot track you. And the LLM providers are just the ones I limited. But if you know which one you're using, you can throw away the others. If you're just using local files, you can throw away these. So basically you can close the box even more on this if you want to, and I try to explain that and make it easy. So it's purposely, easy line by line with the documentation, with comments explaining. I purposely wanted to put it as the most mm, kind of transparent thing I could do. I had to do multiple versions to let it be easy here. So the other commands kind of fix the things to work. AI all the time try to rewrite it into something less readable. I was like, no, 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 make it readable. Um, there's one by one the disk drives. I think I explain also the drive somewhere here. No, I don't explain the drives. But the Docker and the networks I explained on the proxy, and I think I should rewrite this because it's not complete anonymity. Complete anonymity. If you remove the post hog thing here, this would be complete anonymity. Anonymity. This one. Um. Yeah. So I try to provide to anyone like, oh, we don't trust you. Here's network accountability, the proxy privacy options. The privacy options. I probably want to say. I think. Oh, there's something still not working. Where's the service level? Um, this is not correct. Oh, standard anonymous privacy online. Hmm. But I'm not sure this actually works. I thought I'm offering this, that, and this currently doesn't actually do the thing. Yes. So the container built successfully. The MKV file is showing up in the container in the upstream, but it's telling me I need to configure the folder. This is the command I run. Set. Oh, you're in Windows. Um, So I don't remember, but on Windows, basically, if you put here whatever, so you can see VOD flow streams, dear. Yeah, so you put this command, and this didn't work for you. Um, I'm not sure everything works at the moment, but I was just like, you know, yesterday everything was completely broken, and today I try. I have to find another way. What are you showing you? You have a screenshot or something? Um, oof, what are we seeing? Just let me try to run it, but I don't have a. What can I download as a sample code, sample MKV? I don't have something already. Let's see if I can just download something. I don't care about the content. Just want to have something. Download. Load. No, this thing doesn't work. Okay. MKV file. Okay. Um. This actually is. So let's go to secure mode. Download the OG video named Rig Back. Yeah, let's just see the start and if that works. Do is there I don't just copy and downloads. Do I have the same downloads? Just copy it from here. So if I put this, do I even have Docker on this machine? I think I do. Yeah, Docker is here. CMD. Maybe I can tested it from. It's not. You're probably right, and this is broken. Like honestly, as I said, I made too much work for myself to test across all these options: Windows, Linux, executable, Windows, Linux containers. And as I said yesterday, everything was broken. Nothing worked. So I got some things to work. I didn't finish testing everything. I really wanted to get the transcriptions, the new transcription thing working. The problem is, like, I started because JD looked at it. I started doing like a full review on the UI, and I started doing like screen by screen, and I want to change like almost everything. And I'm kind of midway. I did the welcome screen. I did the whatever the slash streams, and then the stream itself, the video and the audio. Now I'm in transcription. So I got like 3 more big screens. Actually, they're not as big. I think the transcription is the biggest one. Then I got probably 3 to 7 days of work to go over what I want to, and then I don't know, just a big rewrite. I can't even get past the SSL download step without failures yet. It's a work in progress. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Get past the SSL download step. Is that the one I'm having here now? Or what? Failed to create task for unable to start container due to init. Failed. NVIDIA containers WSL. I shouldn't be doing the NVIDIA. Is this the GPU enabled here at the moment? No, this is cancelled. Yeah, sorry, since the media server software. Um, SSL download stuff. The server requires a trusted signed cert from Let's Encrypt, and I'm generating it with DNS verification on the API. Yeah, there are scripts around Let's Encrypt that just make everything for you, and also periodically renew it, depending what the situation is. Like, where do you need it exactly? If it's like a server, then you could have a cron job and renew that on a monthly basis or whatever, instead of once a year. I don't know. Now every place starts handling the Let's Encrypt automatically. I don't know. I have like a TrueNAS software installed, and it has Let's Encrypt stuff automatically. Oh, there's like it's running Nginx proxy something, and that generates certificates automatically for all these subdomains with Let's Encrypt. Cloudflare is automatically creating certificates with Let's Encrypt. I need to do that on the user's behalf. I cannot let them do it once the server uses a subdomain on NoRCTV. I cannot let them do it since the server uses a subdomain on NoMars. So if you're doing it on your server, yeah, you have the private key and you need to
generate on their behalf. But if it's an locally installed situation, first of all, you might not fully need it. I mean, it's annoying. I don't know exactly what your architecture is, but like you can see that for me, it's localhost. I don't use HTTPS for localhost, and that's fine. The server doesn't even warn about it. In your own network, if it's a browser, people can just prove that. Depending on the user, if you want wide user base, you need to solve it. But mm, I don't know if it's installed in your own. If it's installed in people's network, they need to manage their own certificate or access. It's a bit of a pain. I want the server to just work. So in order to do that, I'm taking charge of how things work. Yeah, but in a way, you don't really want to assign your own subdomains to users and have a certificate for them because it's kind of your ownership and your reputation. What could happen? Yeah, Flex does this. Okay, I don't know how Flex does it, but yeah, I don't know the details. I'll just mention that in other situations, sometimes when you assign it to users, users can do a thing that others don't like, and they could like blacklist your domain because of it. So let's say again, well, you if you lock it in, it depends how locked in versus open this is. If it's locked in, I don't know how Plex works, where it's basically your website first, it's only registered and login, I guess it's okay. If you assign it to the user and the user can kind of put anything on there, if they wiggle it, then it might be an issue. It just needs to kind of be closed behind the user password, probably. If the first page you're serving is a user password, then they cannot have anything instead of the user password as the first page, then you're fine. It's just that sometimes companies let their subdomains go be used by users or third parties and whatever. And if they have like whatever malware or copyright or something, that gets detected, they block your main domain. Um, only have one unauthorized route, and that is the status route. As long as it cannot be abused. That's what I'm trying to say. Because if it can be abused, it will be abused. Because people, scammers, and malwares, they want to have a 30. If they can have a domain with a 30 or that's not blocked, especially, they would use it. And yeah, when it gets detected, basically there are blacklists and it gets to the browser blacklists and no one can access your site suddenly, and then you need to appeal. You need first to get them off, and then you need to appeal. It will take a couple of days to get your website back, basically. They have access to the source code and they can modify it by reserve the right to refuse service access to instant services. Yeah, again, I don't know. Maybe I'll jump into a stream and we'll do a full architecture. Or maybe I think at this point you understand your thing. You say you started as an art developer. I'm talking as an experienced developer who did DevOps for like 20 years. I don't know, let's say 15 years. I've been in big and small companies. I've seen a lot of stuff. Um, I'm just saying, if there is a loophole to be exploited and it gets mass exposure, it will be abused. It might, you might get burned once, takes you hours or days to fix it, and you close it, and you never need to think about it again. It's also like a matter of perspective. It's not necessarily, even if you get an issue, it's not the end of the world. It's just a thing that happens. Uh, yeah. Uh, okay. Yeah. So this currently isn't worried for me. I also JD was like, "Oh, just tell me when it's ready. I'll test it again." It's not. I didn't get this back to work in state how I want it. I need to test this a while. It will probably take me a couple of days before I get this Windows container working at the moment. Not sure what's going on. It seems like I, I don't think it should be doing NVIDIA stuff if I didn't define the GPU. And that WSL environment sounds like an issue with my node, not necessarily something that you and JD have. But NVIDIA inside WSL could be my node because there's no GPU stuff because it's a VM and blah blah blah. But this will take me time to look into. Not something I can tell you how it's fixed right now. Yeah, my designer bullies me into changing the name. It's an excuse for him to be happy. LOL. Honestly, I don't love your name for the app. It's cool that you have a designer. It's cool that you have people you work with. I don't love it. Because it's like, what's the point on the No Mercy? That's like, are you a hacker group trying to attack someone? Like, what's the point of No Mercy? No Mercy is like, if it was a game, if it was a hacker group, it was no mercy on who? Who are you attacking? Where's the war? What's going on? Like, it's like maybe if this was only aimed at like people who love rock or something, going against the corporate grid of the IP holders. Sure, I know your point, but I get that you want to be rebellious, but you said you want the most people to use it. It used to be my Call of Duty clan, and the name works for what I stand for. Okay, listen, you can see these names on like Black Hat stuff. Like people that violate copyright, they use names like that. But if you're a service provider, it doesn't do your service as a middle system. This name doesn't do the service. If you are like, oh, pirate all these movies here, No Mercy TV is fine. Like, but if you want to be a reasonable system, people look at as a normal name like Plex and Jellyfin, this is not a good name. It's all context. Like, it could be a great name for some things, but it's a sucky name for being widely available platform thing. Sick and tired of the current state of streaming videos. I want a Spotify for video. You'll never get one. So instead of complaining with words, I am putting my money where my mouth is. Well, you're putting sweat and tears, I'm sure. 12-hour days. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're very emotional about it. I get it, and that's what holds you for working on it so hard and so long. I get it, but the question is, well, it's always a question of what you prioritize. If you want to prioritize your personality and your emotion, fine, then you go with it. If you're listening to the designer and other people's feedback on getting more people to use it, that's not the name to get the most people to use it. I also don't know what's the subword, not subtitle here. The effortless encoder. Encoder is a word programmers use. No one that watches Netflix on the TV knows what an encoder is. Effortless is cool. It's a bit design wise, it's a bit too much, too little. What's the word I'm looking for? Contrast between the first and second title. The contrast is pretty low between these two, and this is kind of a blurry mess a bit. If you're asking me, but like, yeah, I would change the name if you want this to be. Can rebrand when I swallowed my words. I can rebrand when I launch. Yeah, sure. I don't know what you're missing for launching. As I've explored this looks pretty cool. Yes, you said the SSL subdomains. Yeah, I get. There's always stuff to do. Um, this is, I guess, critical for you to actually let anyone else use it. So yeah, sure. So my priority is the advanced user who wants an automation tool for ripping optical media. What does this have to do with that? Like, this is the windows I'm looking at and I'm exploring is not a ripping tool by itself. I understand if you have a ripping tool inside it, but it's not a dedicated ripping tool. So to call it, this is for advanced users because you have one button that does a thing. I don't know. I feel you have a, I don't know if you looked at the, you don't have access to the dashboard. Okay. You want to hop on and show me the dashboard? And if you want to do a short stream and I'll restream you, whatever. Or I can catch you tomorrow. Or I can catch your stream tomorrow whenever you stream again. Yeah, it's fine. Tomorrow. I don't know if you watched, if you're in the Discord of JD. I've looked at his video and I replied, and then I wrote a line in the stream, but I have actually did a long thing about like, who is your target customer? For JD, it's super not clear to me between what his video showed, what his website says, and what he says on stream. It's like the website looks for like SMBs. It's like growing businesses. I don't know, 20 people and up kind of thing. The video seems like small companies, maybe not technical, maybe the 5 to 20. And his stream is talking about like, oh, anyone, easy start, blah blah blah. Like he's talking about people that are not technical, that they are looking for something cheap, easy, that works straight away. Like, who decide? Who are you targeting? Because all these three people want to see different things, and when they see the other thing, it makes them go away. So like, who do you want to target? I got the. I feel like I understand more. Like I've seen more of JDs than this because I'm just looking at the front end of the. You don't have like a landing page. I didn't. I listened to your stream for a bit, but I don't really. I didn't really hear you talking about like marketing this to users. You don't have a landing page, which I can see. So I'm not sure who you're targeting. So I've seen this, and this looks like, the front looks like a media server for people who want to play. You're talking about like advanced ripping and stuff. If it was a ripping tool, I'd expect like a small UI, almost like my launcher or something that's maybe with a lot of options, like I've did originally. First and foremost myself. Yeah, that's how it starts. But you did mention you want a lot of people using it. So like I would design very differently stuff for advanced users and for mass market, mass production. So I don't know if you've seen my previous version, but this is my thing trying to be for everyone, simple users. I only give you two options. Option one, option two. That was a bit of JD's complaint. I'll show you a bit how this looks before. some streams. This is closer to how it looked before, so I give you all the options up front. This had a different wording, and it didn't have this description, and maybe some of the advanced is how I look at the settings here, where you can have the providers, and for each provider you can have the models. But I started trying to make it easier to consume, so I hide the base URL. Almost no one uses the base URL, so you get rid of it. So it's just starting to remove things basically to make it simpler for people. And if you want advanced, I don't know, do I have, let's say, GIMP? Well, maybe it's an exaggeration because it's a totally different tool, but GIMP, you'd say is for advanced users, not for everyone, because you just look at the, I don't know, this welcome screen. What is this welcome? This doesn't say anything. It's almost like Blender. You get just menus. What do I understand from this? I don't know anything from the welcome screen. Look at how many tools on the left, on the right, on top. This is just partial list of tools. This is like advanced tooling, right? I'm tackling my annoyances with all the other solutions. Sounds like he has been listening to the streamer. With my designer. I think I lost some context. Is this streamer an actual streamer? AAOA underscore? Is that the streamer name? But these are like, when you have advanced tools, when you are advanced users, you want the most tools accessible. So you're rendering like everything at once. It's like, oh, you got 20 options over here. This is advanced users. But any normal user, I don't know GIMP. I'm not a graphic designer. I'm looking at it and I have no idea what to do. Without watching YouTube, this is useless. Without an instruction book, I don't know. Need some reference, need YouTube. So I have no idea what to do with this tool. I don't even, last time I wanted to do the simplest thing, which is like open a file, copy paste to remove background. And like, I needed 20 minutes for that. JD mentioned the reduction of onboarding options. Is a professional designer. Okay. I don't know him. Maybe I'll have a look. What I'm trying to say is, when you target advanced users, they want to do the most with the least amount of time. They want all the tools. So maybe even if you think, leave software to the side for a second. If you think about people and their spaces with tools, let's say you have a hammer, a measuring tape, a drill, bits. A home user wants them hidden away. You put them in a closet, you put them in a drawer, you make the space clean. A professional, if someone has a workshop, he works with them all day. He wants a wall with the tools all hanging outside, can see all the tools, can grab them with the least effort. Immediate, that's advanced user. You want everything outside, you want everything accessible, you want everything as fast, and you want a lot of options, and you want to see the options in front of your face. Because if it's not in front, you're not going to use them. You're trying to have the most options with the least amount of accessibility time. But if you're a simple user, you want everything in place. You don't want to think about it when you don't need it. When you need it, you just want that one thing. You want that one spice. You don't want to go over the entire kitchen. So that's why I'm saying, like, hey, when you talk about advanced stripping, but you're showing like a media server front-end, that's a bit different. And of course, there's always shades of gray, right? I'm trying to kind of context. You see, even quit GIMP. I tried to press it, but it's not even an option. Yeah, I don't know GIMP, but I just know it as a software. I've used it like maybe 3 times, and I don't even know one button. Let's see, ripping. ripping CDs. Like I haven't done that for decades. How to rip? No, I want like some software CD ripping for DJs. Is there more of a video ripping thing? Yeah, this is more what I wanted to see. So what I tried to say, if this is an advanced tool, you want all the options straight off. Here are all your titles. Here's everything you can do. This is these settings. These are these settings. Here's a preview. Here's the output. Here's the thing. You want everything here. Almost you don't have to press next. Next is finish and done kind of thing. You want as much crammed into the screen space. This is like this is an advanced tool. This is tool for people in the know. Even the settings, if you could and had real estate space, it was like explode the settings from inside to outside. Everything you can, just straight on the screen. Let's see, who's this designer? Maybe I'll recognize it after not, but no, never seen this logo. I'm the helping designer. I'm trying to make the world a better place through design. Okay. No, it doesn't have like YouTube or something visual. Stop playing. I'm designing it in a way that all advanced options are there, but not in view. You make encoding profiles and use them when you rip something. Just click follow and mod there. Mod there. Mod in AO. Ewa. What is or A? Learning Japanese. You know those on screen. Wow. We just call him A. Oh, ah. I'm really horrible at these things. You're not verified. Okay. Public class. Studio. Helping you with your design. Okay. You see anything? Perfume? What? It's a perfume shop thing. Feeling. Why is this moving? Why is oh it's spraying the perfume. Nice. But like why as well? Why is this diagonal? This is weird, but like yeah, okay, that's cool for it's interesting. I'm listed on that page. Okay. Uh is there a list of mods or you're just in the about what is this? Pronounced Ewa. But you can call me E. Also known as Antole Ayedin. Antole, the helping designer. Okay, so you jump in between backgrounds. Is this like some kind of design system? It's a perfume. Okay. Antole. I'm okay with Antole. Instead of Mhm. That's yeah, that's good. From the I don't even understand what is clicker. Cool. Hey, he does some cool stuff. Okay. Cool. This is some nice sounds. Maybe I'll put the audio. He gained my audio. This is becomes more intense when you point up. Oh, it's playing the music. So you're designing the music within those, and that's a tempo. Oh, okay. Now I start to get it. It's interesting. It's between design and music. That's cool. Yeah, interesting guy. Sure. When does he? I'll follow, but like, when is the? That's late. No, this is none. Okay, twice a week or 3 times a week. Okay. Cool. I had so much fun working with him. I exposed my right step survey, so when he changed the image, showed up live on stream. So is this the designer you talked about, and him telling you to change your name, the app name, the helping designer? Shrieking hard to keep up, but I really love the channel. Yeah, like he's giving you comments and you're trying to quickly, I change it now, I change it now, and just look at it here. Yeah, you change it. Well, you're exposing the vibe server because when I do changes live, it's 5 to 7 minutes until you see them when I push, and that's not on stream because I just don't have the bandwidth for this. Like I could spend some coin and solve that problem, like pay to GitLab to run the the jobs instead, or maybe pay more for my internet. It's not gonna be enough if I pay more for the internet, but what is it? Oh, here's what podcasts. Um, so he's doing like 5 hours. You see, you work almost triple than him with 12 hours, 11, 12 hours. You work more than double than him in terms of how long you stream. And he's not streaming daily. I think you stream more if I remember. Um, yeah, it's cool. I'll try to catch it. This man has no stamina. Compared to you, no one has stamina. Can load this tip sound back. I normally play too much. He has between double, triple the stamina that I have normally. I don't know. It passes. It passes quickly when you have someone to interact with, I guess. Because the other streams, yeah. I'll admit it. You're the first one that's interacting with me on stream properly. Had a couple of hello and goodbyes, but yeah, did have a good chat on stream yet. Um, yeah, that's cool. I'll try to catch him. What does he stream under actually? It doesn't matter. Once I have him on favorite. That's how it looks like. This is not a good picture. Yeah. Initially, this from afar, this looks like a hospital bed. It's a lot processed, I guess. Like beautify filter kind of thing. It's really fun to mess with the other streamer friends, telling them they have no stamina. The other way around, man. Crazy one who never stops. Yeah, yes, you are. Ultra garlic. Don't think I have a ultra garlic potato chips. I'd like to just try that one, but the top looks like this is AI generated or something. Not 100% sure. Yeah, okay. Try. I just collect Discord channels. What do you do with Discord? Like I just I just collect them from streamers, and I have all of these. And like I don't know how to work Discord. It's like JD is like the first one I think I interacted with. No, I had one other Discord which I specifically went to. The first thing is mute them. I don't know. I think I just muted in general, so I'm not getting alerts from them. I don't even know like when is the notification actually for me or not. This is the muting, I guess. A little earlier in mine too. Yeah, I joined yours today. I told you I'm just collecting them. if I go to a streamer and I join and seriously, I didn't even set it up. uh, I see someone has a Discord. I'm like, okay, accept, yes, add to the collection. I just collect. Um, the only ones I've really in the past, I had a project for hardware things, and there was open hardware convention or group or something, and I talked to them a bit. But other than that, I've not really used Discord. I've just collected the channels. That's it. Uh, yeah, a lot of them I see all the time the notifications, and I'm not sure how to mute, what to mute. Like I know, I just don't spend the time. Um, so what do you remove channel, mute channel? Is this what you're doing? Mute channel? But I still have the numbers here. I don't know. Maybe you can show me tomorrow. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe I should actually watch a YouTube. What to do with Discord. My Discord is very quiet other than the live stream channel, which you're just announcing that you started. The live stream is the one I least want to do. Anything I do. Is there an option? I don't know, because I don't need the notifications, because I'll go in the Twitch and then I just I just hang around in the Twitch website, even if not. If I have the follow, I just get desktop notifications from Twitch itself. And even if not, I'm just going in there and just looking at them. So I don't need channel notifications from Discords. Yeah, everyone has long rules. Are you not allowing NSFW? Really? I thought you're the person not gonna have that rule. With with everything, you're like, fuck the system, fuck the this. Why are you limiting this? Is that like a Discord issue, or you actually don't want to? Do not promote servers, send out solicit, do not harass. This is just copy paste from somewhere, all of this, right? Distraction, spam, voice channel. That's chatting. Are you around with the voice channels? I don't even know. Hang out. Are you around here? I don't even know if my will this work on the thing. I just don't want to have 18 plus marks slapped on my server or risk showing something on stream that is TOS. Accept the rules, LOL. Where do I accept the rules? Is that just passing the love? Is this considered accepting the rules? Oh, oof. So many open up. Development. Okay. No one's chatting me with that. I'm chatting to me. Hang on. Got so much. C Sharp, Vue, PHP, JavaScript, TypeScript, Node.js, React, okay, others. Favorite is the zoo. The zoo? The zoo is like anything. And hide voice? No. How do I cancel being in voice? I forget. I found it once. Just to disconnect. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing in this code. Got images any NSFW here? Just the dogs of everyone? Oh, that's why I call it the zoo. Just the pets. Seen other pets. Honestly, I usually avoid this. I like exotic pets. I don't care so much to see dogs and cats all the times. Show me like lizards, birds, porcupine, I don't know. Anything that's not just dogs and cats. I'm just bored out of dogs and cats. Like, okay, another one. The most popular thing on the internet and everywhere. Like, okay, enough. Show me something else. It's like my partner talked about getting a dog. I'm like, no, we're gonna get a bearded dragon, or we're gonna get some parrot, or we're gonna get something else. Anything. a gerba. We usually end up being bullied in my own server. I feel like you're very sensitive to define things on bullying. Just JD picking a song you considered bullying. I don't know the story behind, but some what was it? Pasta song? Not pasta. It was something about code being pasta, pasta code. Okay. You know the term lurking, right? Honestly, barely. I just know that it's like, oh, I'm inactively watching the stream, which is what I guess I'm doing most of the time. Most of the times I have the audio on, but I don't actually watch the video. I'm on other screens working. And just when it sounds interesting, I switch to the screen when I'm bored. Usually when I hear the sound bells of words on streams, their definition of lurking has a negative meaning, but on Twitch it has gotten a positive meaning. I'm just doing the same for bullying. Doing the same. You're trying to make the word bullying sound positive? Doesn't sound right. Cause is lurking originally sounding like stalker? Something like that? That's the idea? Remaining hidden as to wait in ambush. The trumpet fish is lurking predator. Yeah, okay, same thing. Unpleasant. Be present in latent or very discernible state, although still preserving threat. Read the posting on the internet. Oh, here's the new one, the informal. Reading the posting on the internet without actively contributing. Making the term lurking a positive thing isn't either. It's just me mocking the lurking term usage. Man, this is a bit. I feel this is a bit above my head in terms of like language comprehension. Not that I don't understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like it's kind of like you're doing wordplay that I'm not as attached to the word's meaning as you to understand the joke in the joke or the play on words in that context. No, it's okay. I'm just conversing. Usage over time went down dramatically. I'm putting up a fuss without being actually mad. I pretend for entertainment value. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I get that, but I guess that a lot is lost over like internet text from that. Like, I have a feeling that if I've seen you in person talking, it's saying the same thing to someone, getting the full context, I would be entertained. I would find it funny that you're like, yeah, that you're acting insulted when it's not interesting, actually. But yeah, I don't know. Over the internet in text, yeah, it changes when you know people, right? Like you and JD, I guess, know each other for a bit, and I'm like, I've seen you first time, or at least kind of perceived you first time. I don't know if I've seen you in chat the other times, but I didn't perceive you to the point of taking interest in like games like that. It's just that I've spent too much time with them that they all know. And even if I say it to someone, they know I'm indirectly saying it to them. Yeah, so this is like a long-term kind of relationship thing. So when you start knowing people and you're hanging around a lot, then you start having your own like internal jokes, internal conversation, words, terms, and experiences that you share. I get it. Like I'm just not part of it yet. That's the like two people could have a banter, cursing each other or dissing each other, and for them it's gonna be really funny and maybe even not just the two people but the group that knows it. But then a stranger comes from outside and looks and it's like, these people are just mean. They're just saying these horrible things and just not good people. They're horrible to each other. I don't get it. I don't want to be here. That's kind of someone from outside, and I'm like, what's going on? Like, I don't get it. These people are weird. I don't know. I was like, oh, JD says you're doing things because he did things too. And like, what? You guys are streaming at the same time? Like, yeah, I started streaming a bit and chatting to people that are on stream while I stream, but I felt like other people are not doing that. Usually people are just streaming and doing their own thing. And I guess you guys are really into the cross stream thing. I thought at that point, yeah, it'd be interesting to bring people on at least in voice, have chat while you're streaming. Like, I mean, if you know each other enough and you're comfortable with it, then of course you can mute. I thought like, oh, you can just voice chat while on stream. JD and I are just constantly messing around with each other, and I do the same with other streamers. I don't take Twitch seriously, so I'm just very liberal with my shenanigans. Didn't think I'd see that word written in chat anytime. Shenanigans. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Um, trying to decide: do I get some work done, or do I? Oh, I had calls. Wait, be right back. Okay, I'm back. I don't know, Stone, if you're still here. Are you also streaming until now? I checked you before you were offline, right? If you did a 12-hour stream and you're like hours after still around, I don't know if you ever sleep or this is just your place. Gee, when did you finish streaming? Oh, not long ago. Like, wow, what is this 3 a.m.? What am I even? Crazy, not insane. Oh, I'm hearing this thing. I thought I'm hearing like I don't know where the audio is coming from. I don't even notice. I forget this autoplay from Twitch on the profiles is just annoying. Like I go and watch the profiles. You sound German, but your time is not. I'm in Australia, if that's because this autoplay I'm looking at profiles and I'm going down and I forget this autoplays and it starts quiet. And then after a couple of minutes, it starts talking. So I'm like, are you talking to me? Did you find a way to talk to me? Is there like a voice thing that I don't know? Where is this coming from? What's going on? I've had this like 3 times already since you've joined, since we're chatting. Like, did you find how to do a thing? Like, what's going on? Um, so you're starting my 3 a.m. and finishing around noon. And since noon, like it's been, I hack you the moment you open my app. Pretty much, pretty much. So what hours are you sleeping? Not that I'm trying to like get you to go and like if you do like 12 hours, I'm a night bird. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what hours, but I'm like, if you stream 12 hours and then you're chatting with me another 12 hours, when do you sleep? I just sleep really short tonight. Is that? I'm just like, okay. I woke up very energized, so I could not get back to sleep. So are you after sleeping now? Is that your morning or is that your before night? That's what I'm trying to understand. It's noon here now. Okay. Where are you around? No, US is just waking up. You're somewhere in Europe, I assume. Not that I'm good at this. I'm horrible at this. But I'm like, my evening schedule time is 4 p.m. my time. So you're starting to stream in another 4 hours or whatever? Said it's noon. Yeah. In another 4 hours you start to stream again? So you just woken up like an hour ago or something? So basically finished streaming, going to sleep, and now you're woken up? No, tomorrow. Oh, are you streaming one day on, one day off? This actually shows you just once this week. Is this just future scheduled? I don't know exactly how it works. I thought it shows the past. Does it show anything for me? No, I didn't even put my name. Just don't speak to myself. There's the about and then schedule. Does it show anything? Because I don't schedule. Yeah, so it shows the past. Like doesn't Yeah. See, I'm scattered. I try to stream in the morning, at noon, at the evening. I stream anytime. I don't have any consistency yet. But also, it's like this is like a 1 hour or something, and then I don't know my streaming hours yet. There are a lot of interesting people in the morning. I'm envying JD somehow that he's a streaming target for everyone. He gets like 3 to 6 raids a day at his times. I'm like, oh, the times JD is streaming are good times. I don't know. My morning, some people finish off from Europe, I guess. There's a French guy I'm hearing in the morning, and I'm like, maybe I should start when he's finishing. Started 4 years ago with 3 days, and I just could not do it anymore. So I quit for 3 years. But people kept asking. 2 days a week if I have the energy. I'm also in top strip. Hmm, interesting. Well, you're doing them intensely. I don't know what I'm doing yet. My idea was to stream every day. I prefer streaming 1 hour every day or 2 hours every day and not stream, you know, 6 to 12 hours one or 2 days a week. But I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in between. I love what Theo is doing, which is kind of having a structured stream where he's basically streaming to do edited videos. So he has scripts, or he has at least topics. He has kind of topics and scripts, and he's doing like a session for an edited video, which is ready for editors. And then he does a break where he chats to chat and maybe changes the shirts in shirt in between, whatever, and then does another one. And he just does like 3 to 5 videos, at least 3 to 5 videos in a stream, kind of preparing. But the thing is, I don't know what I'm doing. So some of the time, I just wanna show off what I just finished, what I did. And my other thing is like like the ad that's on my side of I'm gonna stream while I build, while develop. So here I want to change this. This is what I'm working on. Give it to AI. Oh, we finished. I'm testing. Oh, this is working, not working, blah, blah, blah. And this becomes edited content afterwards with my product. That's the idea. But it is exhausting in a way. Like I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the thing yet. Um, if you want the correct answer for schedule, then it's minimum 3 days a week for minimal 3 hours each. Yeah. CM Griffin is like, oh, you have to do at least 2 hours because it takes 1 hour still for all the notifications from Twitch to come in. I'm like, that's weird. I'm subscribed on a lot of streams, and if I click the notifications, I'm getting there within the first couple of minutes, like between 0 and 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Like I can understand people just being delayed. If you get it by email or by phone notification and you want to go on the computer, like I get people not immediately reacting to notifications, or like people are people, whatever. It's not, but it's more. I thought it's more about like discovery. If people are searching the streams at the start, I was looking a lot, just flipping through the category. So I would just I just software. I would just skim this and try to find people. Why am I in code? And I wanted to go to the software. Doesn't really matter. I had a long period where I was like, oh, just not interested, and then try to find streamers and blah blah blah. And this is a pretty horrible way about it. But it takes a while, and even if I'm looking at the recently started. And I refresh that. I'll refresh that after 5 minutes and whatever. You would not even have considered me because I don't have a face cam. Ops is a nice stream. Yeah, I told you because I look at this and I'm looking for people with the camera. Um, like I thought about it a couple of times. Why is that kind of my rule? And I'm not totally sure. It kind of feels like people are more invested, maybe more honest. Especially, I think because I don't know. It's just it's just kind of I've seen the thumbnail was how old he's already back. Um, Want me to jump over. Oh, is that Props TV? Is that the guy? It's that same one? Oh yeah, the designer. I've seen him in the past. If I'm not mistaken, the annoying thing for me is that some of his streams are like in English and some are he talks a lot in German suddenly. And like I think he had a schedule where one day a week he maybe was English and one day he was German. And I watched him several times. When he's doing English, it's cool, but when he does German or something, even if he mixes and answers people in English, I'm like, I don't like it as background. Uh, yeah, one's days are English and the others are German. Yeah, so I used to subscribe to him, then I seen all the German, and I'm like, yeah, thank you, no, thank you. And mm, in a way, if he had two profiles, one for the English, one for the Germans, it was like as a user for me, it was easier. I'd subscribe to the English one. I made peace with it. I care more about his personality towards me and then put in a hard requirement and unleash. Yeah, that's cool. It depends how you interact because as you mentioned, like lurking, I put it in background a lot of times and I just listen to the audio track as him talking. And yeah, I'm like it doesn't do it for me. It's almost like, a lot of times you hear music. Maybe I'm tired of music and I just put people people as like the audio track. It's like their cadence is important to me. So if they're like too aggressive, a lot of times it's not a good background track for me. If they're too quiet, it's not so good. So a lot of times I have JD. JD is kind of like when he's talking, he's on the right track, when he's on the right speed for me, and then he becomes quiet, and then it's like my music is done, and then I go to the stream to start bugging him to to start speaking again. because because it's like that my music is off. I want the music back. You should start talking. This is kind of selfish from my point, maybe, but it's also like when he becomes quiet, it's either either he became tired or frustrated or something, and I'm like, maybe I'll ping him a bit and manage his emotional state for myself and his. um, yeah, some people are like always on top. The French guy doing news at the morning is I can mess with props too. I was bullying German streams, asking if he speaks English. Yeah, you're some piece of work. Yeah, maybe you should notify me every time it's an English stream for you. Yeah, so I put the low quality stream and I try to match try to match the audio level. I do have some music sometimes, but and I try to have people more add it as a feature to your platform. Um, Maybe interesting idea, but I don't know. I need to think about it. I don't have anything active like alerts or anything, but you can. Honestly, I just today I was like, why did I build this and I'm not even happy using it myself? I'm just jumping into Twitch, and then I was like, yeah, I have to have the images. The images are telling for me. By the way, I did want, and I still want to do that auto mode. I don't know. To Need to open my channel for it. So these images I've just added today, I didn't have them, and I found it not interesting without it. Channel videos, no. Stream manager. Where is Automod? Not here. Can't I manage automotive over here? What do I even have here on the chat? Sun chatters, follow. Where's the automotive stuff? Yeah, I'm like no harassment, aggressive. You see, bullying isn't max. Are you not using the integrated chat in OBS? No, I use StreamerBot. Is what you're seeing on the button as the integrated chat, not OBS. I'm not sure what's in OBS for the chat. Which plugin you're using? Yeah, at the moment I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should relax stuff, but it's what else is here? Swearing, I put no filters. OBS has a native Twitch chat integration. Sure, Twitch chat, but what about the others? Um, so the chat I'm using, the StreamerBot, is just I multi-stream to the 3 platforms. So Twitch, YouTube, Kick, and it's a joint chat, and I can see Kick and YouTube. For now, Kick will channel protection, not that much. Yeah. So which thing does it trigger? Is that like aggression and bullying? Name calling, is that you said noob is probably name calling under here, insults or antagonism. Still uses Kick. I don't know if still, it's new to me. Well, I'm only streaming for like maybe a month, and I've only probably did like 10 streams in total or something. I'm not like anything still. It's all kind of new to me. Maybe maybe bad habits for a new person. Kiki's where all the bands Twitch streamers go. Well, there are more, I'd say, band viewers for sure. um, I don't know. I don't. I'm of that opinion of like I don't watch Kick. I don't have a user. I'm not opening other people's streams. I was exclusively watching Twitch, and now I'm starting to try to understand if I should watch some YouTube. There are streamers who like abandon Twitch in favor of YouTube, or they're just like being a bit sarcastic and nasty. One guy said, "Oh, that ghost town actually has someone there watching." After he explicitly moved his multi-chat to see YouTube only. Like, oh, there's someone on Twitch that goes down. Anyone cares about being there. So why are you streaming there? Come on. This is being a mean person or a stupid person, because like you're streaming there, you have viewers there. If you don't want to be there, don't be there. Another guy was streaming first Twitch, then added YouTube, then he changed stuff just for YouTube. He let Twitch not work. I'm telling him, oh, your thing is not working on Twitch. It's like he's live, but it's only a black screen. It's like not working. YouTube Live is still second-class citizen. For who? For you or for YouTube itself? Because in YouTube, the people that have audiences in YouTube also get crazy audiences in live, way more than Twitch. But if you're nobody in YouTube, you don't get any YouTube Live either. If you already have YouTube followers, then they all see your live. And the live stream features are lacking. I know, I get it that they don't have like the fun activities Twitch have, like the redeems and all the things, but when you're talking about like users watch anyone that's multi-streaming and has an audience in YouTube, he gets at least 10 times as many people viewing him on YouTube. The numbers are crazy. If you look at streamers that are actually active on both, that have, let's call them mediums. Let's say if you see he has 40 viewers on Twitch, he'd have like 400 people on YouTube. Maybe not 400, but 200. And it's drastic how much more viewers they get on YouTube. Maybe because there's not a lot of lives there. Maybe but mostly because it's a much larger platform with more people, and it has the discovery of if they already discover you on YouTube for other reasons, they see your lives as well. They see in your shorts or your longs, and they watch them. They don't even, nowadays with the algorithms, they don't have to like, they don't have to follow, they don't have to comment. If they just watch enough, they'll get served again and again and again. And they'll get served your other content. They'll get served your lives. Yeah, it makes sense and the math checks out, but personally, I'm super bored when I watch on YouTube. Because you're there for the interaction. You're there for for the readings and the shenanigans and the icons and whatever. Honestly, I don't fully get all the shenanigans. Like it's cute. I'm not saying it's not cute, but I mostly, I don't know. I'm dragged into this and I find it fun. Yes, but if I've never seen this feature, I wouldn't care so much. There is another situation with other software. So where I worked, we had FlowDoc as an instant messaging, almost like Slack platform. FlowDoc was really good. It was really good. One feature that I loved about it, there was a team versus other people on, like you could mention at team. This is your team, and these are other people in your channel that want to interact with your team. So you can talk only to your team and other people could ping your team. This does not exist in Slack like 15 years later. I don't know, 5 years later. This is still my favorite feature. And it had threads, which took Slack 3 to 5 years to add, although everyone asked for it. But everyone wanted Slack. Why they all wanted Slack and not FlowDoc? Because it had freaking emojis. Everyone wanted to switch to Slack just because of emojis. It drove me crazy. FlowDoc was so much better than Slack, but it did not have emojis. And then everyone wanted to move to Slack. It had the emojis, and they were all spamming the emojis and adding infinite emojis and putting animated emojis. And I just went to find all the features. How do I disable them? And I contacted support. Just how do I disable all of these freaking animations? Because I cannot read the text with so many animations everywhere. I don't know what people are talking about. There's just animations everywhere. And that's a corporate environment. I'm not even talking about people that actually do shenanigans or like, it's not like friends things, it's work. And I'm like, just give me the text what I want. And everyone's with so many, moving GIFs, small and big and large and everything in between. And like flashing kind of lights that if you had epilepsy or anything, that would trigger you. It was just crazy. Everyone wanted Slack just because of that. And it's a work environment, and I don't get it. I get it if it's with your friends and stuff, if it's a fun app. But for work environment, it drove me crazy. The idea that we switched just to have all those features, all those like animations and such, instead of what worked better was it worked faster. It had the features we actually needed. It had more of the features we needed. But everyone wanted emojis. I'm still I feel it. I feel burned by that experience. But I get so Twitch has the Twitch is Slack with the emojis, but YouTube is the platform that has users. If there is zero interactions between chat and the streamer, or the chat is so busy that it's impossible to interact with chat, then I am not there. I use emotes to convey intention behind my message and set tone. Yeah, I get it. I get a lot of what you're saying. Usually, I watch a couple of Vlad streamers and I'm like, I have nothing to do there. Cause yeah, there's so much with the chat. I cannot catch up. I hack you when you open my app. There's so much going on with the chat that I don't understand, and there's a lot of context for people that watch it for a long while, and is that part of the shenanigans? Is that the idea? Oh, none of them, honestly. Like that emoji does not convey a joke for me. Like I get you want it to be a joke. Like I get the context, but if you just send me that line, the emoji doesn't tell me anything. It's not a laughing emoji. It's not a question. It's not. Where is the? I gotta like share the love. Is the share the love icon part of your like hello affiliate? Listen, some emojis change the message. I get it. I don't get this particular one as changing it to joke. It's not that I don't get it. I just don't love it. I use it. I understand it. I guess there's a level between like adding a bit of expressiveness to being your whole personality and your whole reason for chatting and your whole thing is just the emojis. That that place I worked for, by the way, was they were so actually there were two places to no, it's the second place. I worked on the second place with Slack that they were so crazy for Slack and the emojis that they just found all the edge cases and crashed Slack multiple times. They found multiple bugs to destroy Slack, and they actually Slack sent them swag for being able to break the app. So apparently, at one point, if you had on a single message more than 50,000 different emojis on a single message, it crashed the server, or it crashed the user. It crashed something. I think they crashed the server, but it wasn't like a worldwide crash. It was something. Yeah, they found 50,000 emojis at the limit to respond to a single message. You understand how crazy people get with the emojis? What scale I'm talking about? People going crazy with emojis? Not that single emote per message. It's like whole conversations being with emotes, and they also discovered another limit. If you continue a thread long enough, I don't know how many messages they got to, but they got to enough messages that they broke that thread, when the thread never loaded again. And like people were spending, I don't know, you could upload custom emojis, and it's limited to something, but we had pages of pages and pages, so many emojis. It's like, how does anyone scroll or find anything with all of this? Because they weren't even properly named. Or what people did is they took and made like full images out of smaller emojis. So, like, you know how people kind of paint in Excel, put a full picture in Excel where each cell is one pixel? They did those levels. They only did like 16 on 16 emojis to make one larger picture. But oh my god, that level of shenanigans. Don't forget that you are a streamer. You are the boss of the rules and what you allow me to do. You have power to tell me to stop, and I can obey, or you can ban me. Sure, I couldn't do that in a company with Slack. I don't even have all of those redeem features and emotes yet because I'm not an affiliate. I don't qualify for the number of viewers yet. You need 5 viewers per stream for whatever, for 4 streams or whatever. I need to pass that level. For now, I got you. I assume that will happen at some point. But yeah, I'm new for this. I didn't set anything up. Honestly, I found it interesting. I said it. Yeah, you're the owner. I should have set boundaries. The owner. I found it interesting that in your stream you make the request song very, very cheap. I mentioned it when you weren't around. Before you, I mean, when you messaged me and weren't around, I talked a bit about your stream, and I said, like, find it really interesting that you have pick songs for so cheap. Cause the other streamers that have that, you have it for I think like 25 points. The other people have it for like 5,000 or something, or 1,000 and 2,500 to skip. Oh yeah, I want you to share your music taste with me. My music taste, by the way, I mentioned is pretty random. Depending on period of time, I'm not consistent in one style. I do like songs that tell stories, like Class of '69 with the Sunscreen, like The Last Saskatchewan, like the Devil Went to Georgia. I think I played on your stream. Played also like um, the room that it happened. I do listen lately to a lot of like between a cappella song tracks, specifically like musicals or Disney. I do listen to a lot of country, but lately less. Lately, I'm more into that. But I used to listen to pop rock, like more, rock on the pop side. Um, a bit of hip hop. Again, maybe more on the pop side, but not the crazy deep stuff. Yeah, I like either music that has a good story or that the singer is like the vocals are really good. I don't know. People that have a really good voice and it's really interesting to the ear, I think. Um, I know what I stream video wise, it's not entertaining. So I'm counting that by allowing everyone to just be free and just mess around. This is not something that is normal on Twitch. Maybe you should in the chat rules say, go crazy. This is the place to hang loose. Just don't be mean, but be anything else. Yeah, I get it. You do have to compensate a little bit about not having the camera, in my opinion. I don't know. Personality is a bit interesting. At least We figured that out soon enough. Yeah. What's the other? There's a country song that goes. I don't remember the name, but it goes like, "Have you seen the behavior of my two mods?" No, I've not. Not, not gotten that deep. I've been to your stream for. I've probably paid attention for like 20 minutes, honestly, on your stream. I feel discovered you late into the thing, and I was still trying to listen to JD. I sometimes try to listen to two or three streamers at the same time, but really depends on the streamer. Sometimes I can't. Like you and JD on the timing, it didn't work for me. It was hard, and I was trying to work. And, that's yeah, because the fact that they can go far with me, but they know where the line is, so I can let them. I don't know. I've seen only a couple of streams, but I find very interesting the idea to have two people talking on stream, like not at the same time, but like having a conversation. You know how podcasts work a lot. People like podcasts. Maybe that's a good thing. Twitch is trying to push streaming together. There's one channel I've seen where it's too much of a bad acting job. One guy is teaching how to use AI or whatever. The other guy is like, "What? Yeah, no way. How do I do that? Can you explain that?" No, 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 no. He's playing the dumb guy, but he's not very convincing at that. The other guy is cool. The one teaching is doing a good job, and it's nice to have someone to interact with. But the guy playing the dumb guy he's not much into it. You know, they're both on camera, and he's not his body language and stuff. You see he's there, but he doesn't want to be there, kind of thing. Or not necessarily doesn't want to be, but it's not. He's doing it half-assed. My message has been moderated in other channels directed to them just because they don't know that we have no bad intention towards each other. Yeah, so you're a lot into the banter, the into the getting the personal group thing. Say fuck you to them, I allow them to say it to me. Yeah, you're into the internal banter of internal group dynamics between people that know each other that outsiders don't get on first look. Really don't care, I'm very liberal. You like to repeat the word liberal. I wouldn't ask you about politics. But it's almost like you're already telling all your politics. uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm just a new streamer trying to figure things out, but like I can't. There's a chicken and egg where I can't figure things out until, you know, you're a new creator. Even in YouTube or TikTok, doesn't matter. When you're a new creator, you figure things out by putting things out and getting feedback. But at the start, you get zero feedback. So it takes a while until you get the feedback loop going, until you can start seeing something and you can start testing something and you start learning something. It's the same as like you're making software and you're like trying to have the first person try it out. I was talking at the start of the first stream, I think, before it broke. Um, Nick was my first guy after I helped him. I don't know, several weeks later. I talked with him before I had this in my head even, but afterwards I had him try, and like nothing works, like nothing works for you and JD now, but like when I gave it to him, totally nothing worked. It was even earlier doesn't work. And then I had other guys, like you said, I don't trust you enough for the executables. They said it differently. And then I made the secure run. And then I felt like, oh, I spent like 6 weeks on the distributions of just making executables and containers and stuff, and like 2 weeks on the software itself. So I'm like, 75% of my time was packaging and other things that are not actually the software. And I'm like, is this what I'm up for now? Like doing marketing, doing pages, like maybe, maybe that's what I need to do, which I didn't do so far because I used to just build software and then no one would look at them. And now at least I'm kind of marketing it in the stream or something. I don't know. Fact that I had a couple of people try it. It doesn't work, but at least they tried it. I wouldn't discover it doesn't work on the on other things because I never showed it to people, I guess. Or when I showed them, it was like I already exhausted my efforts that I'm willing to put into it, so I wasn't probably responsive enough to even feedback after it did work. And now I'm showing it to people and it doesn't work. Like it's horrible both ways. I don't know. It's horrible when you work on stuff a lot of time and you end up with no one looking at it. It's horrible when you show it to people and it doesn't work for them, and you're like, where was I going with this? My auto mode is on fire. I don't know. Do you want me to just clear the auto mode for most of it? I'll just do it for you. That's a thing where I don't know if I need it or not. I'm just like, I picked the defaults. I don't know if they're good, if they're not good. You're having problems with that. I'll adjust them. What was there's like two sections. One is the normal and one is like AI stuff now for the auto mode. Costume is referred to the defaults. Um, Messages that are highly likely to. What is this? Sound detection. Uses machine learning. I think this is the bad one. I'm from those messages. Messages that are highly likely to be deleted by moderators or lead to timeouts and bans will be held for review. I think this I want to disable, and this would work for. Just give me a second. So aggression, threatening, yeah, I don't want this. Name bully, calling. I feel like this is the thing you use because when you say noob and stuff, maybe I'll put some filtering or less filtering. Put some filtering. I don't think sexual stuff for disability is acceptable. Misogyny. I don't know. I could relax, I guess, a bit. Just a bit. I don't know. I don't know what the results of. I've never sexual accent. If you want to say fuck, it's probably gonna be here, right? I don't know. That's no swearing is no filtered. Sex based. Okay, I relaxed some of this and I removed the AI. Let's see if this. Do you want to try a couple and tell me if it's better? Once I am sure you, huh? Once I'm sure you value what you have to, uh, I can't read this sentence. Once I am sure you value what you have to lose, if you F me over, then I trust you. Does that make sense? I can barely get through that sentence in one logic. I get that you're saying something about like having something to lose and kind of knowing the person, but I don't get the full meaning. This needs punctuation. I'm usually doing those overrun sentences, no punctuation, just because I'm bad at. I'm just because I'm bad at it, but I can't make sense. Sorry. um, just yeah, I should have told. It's not here. No, I hope I did the wrong thing. If you have if you have built the reputation of a trustworthy person and you can lose it instantly. The moment you install a virus on my machine, I know I can trust you. Can I get the first part context? If you build a reputation, you can use it. Then it's more blind trust because someone's invested. A lot of times I call it like I care more about the rules of the game than the people or the people's actions, because that makes everyone come to the table. Like we're really good at adjusting pair the rules of the game. So if there's a repeating situations of people doing bad stuff, usually you need to fix the rules of the game instead of just going after the people all the time without understanding there's a systemic thing. Like if there's a usually all the new e-commerce platforms, when eBay started with some trusted people, and then it gained some traction, and then all the scammers came in. And then eBay started changing the rules of the game for the scammers to be pushed out. They added the reputation, for example. They probably started filtering and looking at things. They probably started going after the people a little bit, tiny bit. A new platform came on, AliExpress. They also started okay. All the scammers came in. Then they started changing the rules of the game. Actually, Amazon did them before, or did a bit of it before, so they copied. They started coming with the A to Z claim. So the seller is basically on the hook for any violations, so all the money is returned to the user. So that got most of the scammers out, or at least the big scammers, the ones that are horrible. And it left the smaller time scammers of like, oh, this is exactly as the message, but this is not what a normal user would expect, a normal buyer would expect. But this is kind of still gray zone. Came Temu, they have the same problem. Starts okay, all the scammers are there. They've not passed the stage of changing the rules of the game to secure the customers. So everyone's buying. There's a lot of garbage there. You can build a yeah. So the rules of the game in capitalistic society, a lot of transactions. A lot of times you look at a lot of the games, is it a one-off sale or is it a repeated business? If you need me to come and buy again, there's a higher motivation for you to be good on the first transaction. If it's like I sell it to you and I never see you in my lifetime, or at least 10 years, I have no motivation to be good for you. That's why like tourist traps, restaurants that are made for tourists, they're usually crap because they only see you once and they don't expect to see you ever again. So they can sell you garbage. They just have to get you through the door, to get you the initial transaction, and they don't care that they never see you again. They don't care that you give them a bad reputation. They don't care. They're just there for the immediate gratification of like, oh, here's something familiar, something easy. We're gonna get something, and that's it. They can charge you 3 times as much easily or more, depending on the place. They can serve you garbage and it's fine because it's a one-off transaction and see you. That's why a lot of times people have a problem with used car salesmen, with real estate agents. They normally would sell you only once in your lifetime. So there's no incentive for them to build a reputation for you to come back. Maybe a reputation for other people to come. Maybe you'd recommend to other people. But it's still easier to transact with you once, take as much as they can, and say, never see you again, it's fine. So that's the part I'm connected with the reputation and the rules of the game. There are many streamers I trust blindly because they have a lot to lose. Yeah. The more you have to lose, the more the system is set up for it. The better. But yeah, I mean, big streamers can also just do something and ban you and ignore you. There are like content companies that just steal off other people's content, and they basically just steal content, ban people, and they actually have the money to take lawyers, which small creators don't. So it's easy for them to abuse others. The way I see it, you appear out of nowhere, you advertise your product, you have a handful of followers, and you just started streaming. So my rule of safety is telling me I should not trust you. If you're talking about me and installing my software, I 100% get you, Stony. I don't expect you to blindly trust me. That's fine. That's why, as one of the things I've created that safe run, I was saying, okay, people are right. There's no intrinsic trust in looking at my thing and trusting it. There's no reason for trusting it. Like if I look at someone else in the same situation, I'm like, there's no actual reason. There's no built trust here. So trust has to be built. How do you build trust? One is just being there, like you're saying, oh, someone streamed for a long time. I've seen him for a long time. He's repeating. He had interaction with me. We have a relationship, blah, blah, blah. Another is doing something like that secure run. The secure run itself is something I tried, and I talked to people on security that weren't. They're saying, "Oh, it's nice, but it's not 100% secure because whatever." But I'm saying, even if it's there and people don't use it, the fact that I'm making the effort is a bit of bit of trust building activity. Um, yeah, it's fine. I'm not like I don't come with weird expectations of why are you not installing my executable. But that's not what's going on. Um, yeah. Uh, let's look from the other point of view. If I do something sketchy, I cannot just change my name and try again. Every now and then, my personality. I installed your software in Docker. You already have a leg up compared to someone else. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. That's point one, and it's true across things. There's the streams themselves. There's me trying to build, YouTube and other socials. Um, there's me trying to get people to test it and provide feedback, which I've scratched the surface on, and I'm getting what I need at the moment. With you, JD, yeah, I have some people like at the point where everyone's blocked and this is not totally not working. I don't need anymore. The more the software works, the better it works. The more I'll need. But at the moment, I'm like, okay, I broke the thing. It kind of worked. It still didn't work for anyone else beside me. Currently, it's broken also for me. But I got to the point. Okay, it's not worked for it. I did use my own software with the executables and with the container on other people's streams and in the dev. And like I know the software works for the data of other people. I tested the software more on other people's streams than on myself. But I need to get this back to working state for me, and then working state for other people like you and JD. Uh, and yeah, I can probably have Nick install it again, and I don't remember if there's anyone else that I convinced. And there are a couple of people who want to try it on Mac. Oh yeah, there's a guy. He's just he didn't stream for like 2 to 4 weeks now. I did catch him on DMs somewhere else. I think I emailed him. He didn't stream for like 4 weeks, but he's making YouTube videos now, and he stopped streaming. It seems like said he'll be back, but I don't know. He has a Mac, and like I don't have a Mac to test it, and I didn't want to put the money yet for either compiling or testing the Mac. I have a friend with the Mac. I used to have a Mac when I worked in the company. Now Now I have my desktop and laptop, but no Mac. I have a friend with a Mac that I could borrow at some point and try, but thing is twofold. There's making the builds all the time and testing the software. So I have a few people that would have tested it. At least one person would test it if the Mac version was good. I think he tried the container. He actually tried the container. It was slow or something. Uh, yeah, it's just work. There's a lot of work. Need to get that. now I'm Today is more chat than work. I've worked a lot on it. When I was at JD, when I was at Australia, I was working. I feel that has gained my trust thus far that I let him remotely control my computer unsupervised. Oh my god! And we never met IRL. Yeah, I get it. Those trusts is like it's life. It's how we humans work. But it's not that those things aren't broken. You can have a software or a software package for years, and maybe after 20 years, either it's suddenly been sold or someone was actually just holding it for years before he made it into a virus or whatever. Things happen. um, yeah, human trust is a problem. And we get intonations and it works most of the time, and maybe it's good enough, but it would still be broken eventually. We have more value with each other working together than fucking another over does not want that. Yeah, the Automo didn't kill this message. So we're good with some of that. Yeah, one of the hardest times I had, I was working on one startup project and I had a conflict between two people that I wanted to satisfy, but I couldn't satisfy both. Like I had to fuck one over. I had like I was in between the two. So I had I need to recall the exact details, but Google AdWords sense like I basically made a scraper that would get something in the niche of internet marketers. You do keyword research. So I made a scraper against one of the sub services for Google. And I was working with the one guy who had like an SEO product, and he wanted to use my scraping as an API and consume them for payment, not for free. And that was like one business deal, and he used it for a while. And he had requests for changes and stuff, and I did them. But on the other side, I've talked to another person, and I've basically partnered with another person. We didn't have the full, we didn't have like a full legal contracts and stuff, but we basically said, okay, we'll be 50-50 partners. I'm technical, he's a marketer. I looked up for him as a marketer. And actually, more than a marketer, as like business development person, he'd actually go and talk to big companies and stuff, make cold calls, he make meetings, he presented meetings, he actually got deals, he knows his stuff. So that person was asking, my partner was asking for specific features, and the guy I already talked already that let's say he's already paid me or promised to pay me for usage wanted other features. And I was working like you 12 hours trying to satisfy both. And it was a lot of work, and it was just like everyone wanted me to work all the time. Everyone wanted their own things. And I worked 12 hours like you're doing in some of the streams. And just my partner came to me and said, listen, you're doing all of this work for him for pennies. We have this work for a big customer. We don't know if it will happen or not. But if you want the chance in this customer, you can't do the work for the other guy anymore. And basically, it was basically either either you keep your contract with him or either you keep your contract with me. He didn't threaten a contract or something, but he made it like, if you don't want to, I can move on. But if you want to do this, you have to get rid of that. So it was like, I'm gonna fuck one of them over. So I fucked the first one over. I fucked one of them over. What's the guy that used it as an API? Told him, no, I can't keep on doing features. You can continue to use what it is, but I can't do what I promised that I would do. He got really upset. Said I'm fucking him over because like now he has nothing and this breaks his product and blah blah blah. Like this was still one of my biggest moral dilemmas. I don't see I still to this day looking at it back like I cannot satisfy the two. What I'm fucking over. Sometimes you're in that situation and there's nothing you can do. It's rare, but like I've been there and I'm like, I don't know. If I had two people and one of them's gonna get it, and I have no choices because I already was doing like 12-hour days and I didn't have like money to outsource it or anything. Yeah, things happen. We try to be good people, try to keep promises, but it's not gonna always work. Yeah, that's my story. If you're, we have more. So I read. All I did was doing the workflow stuff. Everything else is his work, run on his machine, his software. No mercy. FFmpeg. Cannot divide yourself between multiple full-time occupations. You just made a choice that made the most sense at the time. Should be a no hard feelings kind of deal. It wasn't a no hard feelings. It was like you destroyed me kind of level. It was like there's no way I'm talking to you again kind of level. It's like you ruined my thing that I need months to recover from that. It was a big deal. There's no actually if you talk about breaking feelings, maybe if I chose the other way, maybe if I parted with the partner, it was less hard feelings. Like the partner was willing to, but like I really, he was really important to me at the time. I still appreciate him, but I didn't get the chance to work with him again. But I really look up for him, like up to him. The other guy I knew a little bit. It's like we were kind of in parallel circles where, let's say, he studied in a parallel class at some point or has been in a parallel department. And there were friends of mine that knew friends of his or something. Um, it's not school level. It's like adult times, but yeah. He feels tells me I quit because I need money. Then no hard feelings isn't me because that's happy with the thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That case I had was a hard dependency. Was a hard dependency both ways kind of thing. It was like yeah, he built just pulled the rug from something he needed, and I just didn't have options. Anyway, um, this is kind of late for me, and I have personal things to attend to. It was great having you around, Stony. Love the conversation. Um, catch you later, either my streams or yours. Or JD's. See you, man. Thank you for hanging around. It's meaningful for me. Wanna ride me over to a friend? We can do a raid. You gonna practice it? You wanna ride over to Popsy? I don't know. How many viewers does this guy have? 26. Pino W. Pino. Need to pay my tax. Friend tax. Okay, yeah. Need to get used to doing raids. Why do I do the raids? Somewhere in the stream manager. Raid channel. Search. Stop it. Slash raid username. Started 8 minutes ago. All my C's are already there. Let's go. Yeah. Raid channel, there's somewhere right now. No? Trust. It's a party of one, shouldn't be party of two. Oh, you don't hear my stream anymore. Streaming.